The CDC now working on new guidelines for how businesses, restaurants, schools, and places of worship can eventually reopen.
Fox 12's WEIL is live in Northwest Portland with a look at what that could look like. Audrey?
Right. Well, according to the Associated Press, draft guidelines not released to the public yet include things like throwaway menus and disposable dishes for restaurants, schools having kids eat lunch in their classrooms instead of a lunchroom with desks 6 feet apart, and churches possibly adding services to prevent large crowds. Now, those are just some in a list of examples, and those could change. Today, I spoke to the senior rabbi at Congregation Beth Israel, who says they're already thinking about what reopening could look like for them. Right now, temple leaders are conducting virtual services from home. He says they're even doing bar mitzvahs that way. And because it's been easy for them to go online, they'll probably continue that for a while before transitioning back to in-person. But he says when they do, it will likely be in phases. First, with just the rabbi and other leaders broadcasting from the synagogue instead of from home. Then he says there will likely be a few people in attendance, but socially distanced and wearing face coverings. And then the last phase would be larger groups, but only when it's safe to do so.
It's very important that we minimize any kind of risk to our community, and that's going to be the primary that we're going to be focused on, protecting the health and safety of our own congregation, of our own people, the clergy, the other people who work at the synagogue, and of the entire community. We hold all of those equally.
He says just this afternoon, he and other spiritual leaders met with Governor Kate Brown's staff to talk about ideas. Again, no timeline here in Oregon. The governor has said that reopening is dependent on COVID-19 factors like protective gear, testing, quarantine for new cases, and contact tracing. Live in Northwest Portland, WEIL, Fox 12 Oregon.